We are week 2, homework block 1, question 2. So we've been given where our sample size is 23, and we've been given the sample mean is 42, and the deviation of the sample is 2, and we want to find the margin of error at 80% confidence level. Since we were given S and not our standard deviation for the population, we know that we're going to use T star instead of Z star. So let's look at what the confidence interval for this would look like. So we know that it would be X bar plus or minus, sorry for the slowness of this, is my first time using this painter, plus or minus our T star, T star times our SE, which is the square root of S squared divided by the sample size n. In this case, just this part, just the part that we're adding and subtracting, and that's always true for all of our confidence intervals. The part that we add and subtract on, that's our margin of error. Margin of error is made up of the critical value, which is either a T star or a Z star, depending on what else we have going on, and our standard error, or our, in this case, our standard error. So let's take a look at this. So our T star we're going to have to calculate using SurfStat. So we go and we look at what we have. We know that we need our degrees of freedom. And remember, so for T star, we need, need degrees of freedom, which is equal to n minus 1, and we need to know the confidence level, which in this case is 80%. 80%, right? Yeah. So we're going to go over here to SurfStat. This is from last time. So our degrees of freedom, our sample size was 23 right here. Our n is 23. So that means our degrees of freedom is going to be 22. And we want a confidence level of 80%, so our probability is 0.8. And now we need this way to calculate the t-value, so I'm just going to clear it out. And again, remember that you need to be in the t distribution to get your t-value, and that you need to be clicked on this particular one. I think it automatically sends you to this one, so make sure that you just get in this habit of checking that you're in the correct one up here. These ones are going to be helpful for us later, our one tail and our two tails, but that's not what we're doing right now. So we're going to click this way, and we see our t-value is 1.321, so I'm going to put that over here. So we have t star is equal to, and sorry, you can hear my dog trying to get me to roughhouse with her right now, 1.321. 3, 2, 1. And let's see, what else do we need? We need to know our S is 2 and our N is 23. So we're going to go back over here. So we have our S is 2 and the N is 23. And so let's see, so we're going to have 1.321 times the square root of 2 squared, which is going to give us 4, divided by 23. So make sure that you're doing things in the correct order. Make sure that you're squaring your s first, then you're dividing by n, then you're taking the square root, and then you're multiplying by this. So if I have to do it in my calculator, my little calculator, 2 times 2, does this not become a bigger one? I can't do square roots on this one. Of course I can't. Let's see. Divided by 23. I should have checked that first. And so I'm going to just go over here and say equals equals 4 divided by 23. And now I'm going to hit the square root button. The square root of, I guess since it's in parentheses, 4 divided by 23. So I'm making sure that I'm putting that inside of that square root so that the whole thing's getting square rooted. Equals, and now we'll just multiply by our t. Our t is 1.321, sorry, our t star, 1.321. Make sure I actually, yep, okay. And equals, so how many did we need to round out to? To 2 decimal places. That looks like it's 0.55, so we'll put it in. So 0.55. And so if we had been building the interval itself, remember that 0.55 is the margin of error, so that's what we'd be adding and subtracting to our x bar to 42. So it would have been 42 minus 0.55 and 42 plus 55, and those answers would have given us our interval. I hope this helps. Let me know if I need to make another video.